Welcome to Gist Dish TV, your ultimate gist corner. Before we dive straight into this emotional, heart-touching Nollywood gist, I beg make you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and join the family so you no go miss any of the exclusive stories where they drop back to back. To my returning subscribers, my day ones, I see you, I appreciate you, and I love you. Now sit down well, because this gist is soft, it deep, and it get as it be. In the quiet hours of the night, when the world was already slowing down and most people had drifted into sleep, something life-changing was unfolding behind closed doors. According to close sources, Pearl Watt has welcomed her baby, and the journey to that moment was one filled with pain, fear, strength, and an unexpected show of support from none other than Maurice Sam, the baby daddy. According to insiders, the signs started subtly. Pearl had reportedly been feeling uneasy throughout the day, not sick, not alarmed, just a strange heaviness in her body that she couldn't explain. Friends close to her allegedly noticed she was quieter than usual, moving slower, pausing often to breathe. She reportedly brushed it off at first, insisting she was fine, that it was probably just stress or exhaustion. But by late evening, things reportedly changed. Sources say Pearl suddenly felt a sharp tightening in her lower body, brief at first, then stronger. She reportedly tried to stay calm, walking around her room, telling herself it would pass. But when the pain returned again, more intense, more insistent, reality slowly began to set in. This was not just discomfort. This was labor. According to insiders, Pearl reportedly reached for her phone with trembling hands and made one call, Maurice Sam. What happened next, those close to the situation say, revealed a side of Maurice many people rarely talk about. Maurice reportedly answered immediately. Hearing Pearl's voice, strained, breathless, shaky, he allegedly didn't waste time asking too many questions. According to sources, the moment she said, "Something is happening. I'm in pain," Maurice reportedly told her calmly, "Don't panic. I'm coming now." And he meant it. Sources say Maurice reportedly arrived within minutes, already alert, already focused. Witnesses claim the moment he saw Pearl, his expression changed completely, concern written all over his face. According to insiders, he didn't panic, didn't shout, didn't hesitate. He reportedly took control of the situation quietly but firmly. Pearl, by then, was reportedly struggling to stay composed. The contractions were said to be coming closer together, her breathing uneven, her face pale with pain. Maurice reportedly held her hands, looking directly into her eyes, reminding her to breathe slowly, reassuring her again and again that everything would be fine. According to those close to them, Maurice reportedly helped Pearl into the car himself, making sure she was as comfortable as possible. One source said he kept checking the time, the road, and her breathing, his full attention locked on her. The drive to the hospital, insiders say, was tense. Pearl reportedly cried out in pain at intervals, gripping the seat, her body responding to each wave of contraction. Maurice reportedly spoke to her throughout the drive, his voice calm but urgent, encouraging her, reminding her she was strong, telling her to hold on just a little longer. At some point, sources say Pearl reportedly broke down in tears, not just from pain, but from fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what was coming. Fear of whether she would be okay. According to insiders, Maurice reportedly reached over briefly, held her hand, and said softly, "You're not alone. I'm here." That sentence alone, sources say, changed everything. When they reportedly arrived at the hospital, things moved quickly. Nurses reportedly rushed Pearl inside on a wheelchair as Maurice followed closely, answering questions, signing forms, refusing to leave her side. According to eyewitnesses, his face showed worry, but also determination. Labor, insiders say, was not easy. Pearl reportedly endured long, exhausting hours. The pain reportedly came in waves, intense, overwhelming, and relentless. Sources say she screamed at some points, whispered prayers at others, and even fell silent at times, gathering strength. Maurice reportedly stayed close. According to those present, he didn't disappear. He didn't pace around helplessly. He reportedly stayed where he was allowed, checking on her constantly, asking the nurses questions, listening carefully to instructions. Sources say he kept encouraging Pearl, reminding her to push through, to focus, to breathe. At one point, insiders say Pearl reportedly looked completely drained, sweat on her forehead, tears in her eyes, her body exhausted. According to a source, she reportedly looked at Maurice and whispered, "I can't do this anymore." Maurice reportedly leaned closer and responded, "You're already doing it. Just a little more." Those words, insiders say, gave her strength. Hours later, after pain, tears, sweat, and unfiltered emotion, the moment finally came. According to insiders, the room reportedly filled with urgency. Nurses gave instructions. Pearl reportedly pushed with everything left in her body. Maurice reportedly stood there, tense, hands clenched, eyes fixed on her, silently willing her through it. And then, a cry. A small, powerful cry that changed everything. According to sources, the baby had arrived. The moment the cry filled the room, insiders say Pearl reportedly broke down completely, tears of relief, exhaustion, joy, and disbelief all at once. Maurice reportedly stood frozen for a second, processing what had just happened, before emotion reportedly washed over him. Sources say his eyes reportedly welled up. The baby, according to insiders, was placed gently on Pearl's chest. She reportedly looked down, trembling, overwhelmed, her lips shaking as she whispered soft words no one else could hear. In that moment, pain faded into background noise. All that mattered was the tiny life resting against her. Maurice reportedly stepped closer. Sources say he looked at the baby for a long moment, silent, emotional, almost in disbelief. According to insiders, he reportedly reached out carefully, touching the baby's tiny hand, his expression softening in a way many had never seen. In that moment, titles didn't matter. Fame didn't matter. Noise didn't matter. It was just a mother, a father, and a new life. According to those close to the situation, Maurice reportedly thanked the medical staff repeatedly, his voice low but sincere. He reportedly stayed while Pearl was cleaned up and settled, making sure she was comfortable, covered, and okay. Pearl, insiders say, was visibly exhausted but glowing. According to a source, she reportedly smiled weakly at Maurice and said, "Thank you for not leaving." Maurice reportedly responded simply, "I wouldn't." That exchange, insiders say, spoke louder than any public statement ever could. Later, when Pearl was moved to recovery, Maurice reportedly remained close, making phone calls quietly, arranging things behind the scenes, ensuring everything Pearl and the baby needed was available. Sources say he checked on her repeatedly, adjusting pillows, making sure she rested. By morning, news reportedly began to spread quietly. No dramatic announcement. No loud post. Just whispers that Pearl Watt had given birth. Those who heard the story didn't just talk about the baby, they talked about the labor, the strength, the vulnerability. And most especially, they talked about Maurice Sam showing up when it mattered most. Fans reacted emotionally when the gist started circulating. Some expressed joy and congratulations. Others admitted they were surprised by Maurice's involvement. Many praised Pearl's strength, calling her brave, resilient, and powerful. But through it all, Pearl reportedly remained quiet. According to insiders, she's focused on healing, bonding with her baby, and embracing motherhood. Sources say she's surrounded by care, support, and a new sense of purpose that only motherhood can bring. As for Maurice, insiders say the experience reportedly changed him. According to one source, seeing life come into the world does something to you. It humbles you. Whether or not they choose to speak publicly, one thing is clear from those close to the situation, that night was not about drama, rumors, or headlines. It was about life, pain, strength, and presence. Pearl Watt went through labor and came out stronger. A baby entered the world. And Maurice Sam showed up when it counted. Sometimes, the most powerful stories don't need noise, they just need truth. So my people eyes. What are your thoughts on this story? Do you believe moments like this change people forever? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and please subscribe. Because here on Gist Dish TV, we don't just talk. We tell the story behind the story.